Hey Guz. I wish you the best on your journey to natural health. So your medicinal garden will keep coming back year after year, without having to replant it. With the kit you are purchasing a lifelong backyard pharmacy. And because I have such faith in the Medicinal Garden Kit, it comes with a full 365 days money-back guarantee. But my guess is you'll never want a refund, because these seeds and the 10 plants they create will end up saving you a lot more money in the long run than what you're paying for them today. So, click on the link below to get your Medicinal Garden Kit, risk-free. The most important thing that's probably missing from your backyard. About Nicole Aplian, Ph.D. I am a mother, an herbalist, a survival skills instructor, and a biologist. I graduated with a degree in biology from McGill University and further developed my herbal skills in the wilds of the Kalahari. I lived there for years with one of the oldest cultures on Earth, the San Bushmen. The San still live off what the land provides in terms of food and medicine, and many of them live well to a ripe old age without ever taking pills or seeing the inside of a hospital. But the thing that got me deeply involved with plant medicine was my own disease. When I was just 29 years old, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. MS is an incurable autoimmune condition that makes your own immune system attack the brain and spinal cord. I was in constant agony, most of the times in a wheelchair. The Western treatment prescribed by my doctors didn't provide much relief. For the last 20 years, I've been managing my MS using the natural remedies that I grow myself in my backyard. I went from being pushed in a wheelchair to being healthy and fully alive. So much so that in 2015 I survived for 57 days straight in the wild on the History Channel's TV show Alone. I turn to my small backyard pharmacy whenever I'm in pain, catch a cold, have fever, keep a wound from getting infected, and so on. I haven't stepped foot in a pharmacy in a very long time. I have all I need here in my backyard for me and my 2 kids. A complete natural pharmacy in your backyard. I made this Medicinal Garden Kit because I wanted to empower other people to take their health into their own hands, just as I did. I think everyone should have a medicinal garden in their backyard. I see no reason to take something made in lab, when you can first try a natural remedy you grow at home. You can easily go and pick the remedy you need at any time. Your backyard pharmacy will be there for you even in times of crisis when regular pharmacies might be closed or looted. Imagine stepping into your backyard and looking at your new colorful medicinal garden. Your backyard will smell of fresh lavender and chamomile. You can pick any of these medicinal plants and turn it into the remedy you need. I've gathered all the seeds for 10 herbs inside the Medicinal Garden Kit. All these seeds have been handpicked from the very best plants, as I wanted nothing less than premium quality seeds. With your seeds kit, you'll also receive a free medicinal guide that shows you how to turn these 10 plants into tinctures, ointments, salves, poultices, decoctions, infusions, essential oils, all in minute detail so you can follow our guide even if you've never made an herbal medicine in your life. The 10 medicinal plants you'll have in your backyard. Chicory, the pink healing plant you should grow in your backyard. This is the wild plant that Native Americans used to look for more than any other. They'd harvest and use chicory to make a natural pink healing extract for a wide range of physical discomforts, especially stiff and achy joints. And so can you. The root is rich in chicory acid, a plant compound with potent anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties with no risk of addiction. If our pharmacies ever run dry, having even a small patch of chicory growing in your own backyard will provide relief. Quick backyard remedy. Add 1 TBSP of ground chicory root to your coffee or tea. It's a biotic and natural laxative that will help move things along and regulate your bowels. Garden uses. Chicory is a very good soil builder in your garden, pulling nutrients up from deeper in the soil with its long taproot and then returning them to the surface when it dies back. Recipes in the brochure. Chicory salve for pain relief, chicory coffee for better digestion, a decoction for adrenal fatigue, chicory infusion for sinuses, antifungal poultice, liver protection tincture. Yarrow, The backyard wound healer. You always want to have a quick and reliable way to stop a wound from bleeding and help prevent infection. Yarrow does both, and it really saved my knuckle. On day 42 of Alone, I accidentally cut my hand while gutting a fish. The wound was very deep and most likely would have gotten infected since I had no antibiotics with me. Luckily, I found some yarrow and wrapped it around the wound. The bleeding stopped in minutes, and my wound healed so well that now there's barely a scar left. Since then, I always carry a pouch of dried yarrow with me, just in case. A yarrow tincture, when applied to your skin, acts as a natural and effective way to repel mosquitoes and other insects. Quick backyard remedy. If you ever get a toothache, try chewing on a fresh yarrow leaf as it will numb the area and provide needed relief. Garden uses. The beautiful yarrow flowers attract beneficial insects like bees and ladybugs, which eat aphids and other pests and also help pollinate your plants. Recipes in the brochure. Infused yarrow oil for swelling and varicose veins. Stop bleeding poultice. Yarrow tincture for burns, cuts, bruises, and insect bites. Yarrow salve for old scars. Yarrow elixir for menstrual cramps and heartburn. Yarrow tea for digestive upsets. California poppy, better than sleeping pills. California poppy helps support a restorative, deep sleep like we enjoyed as children, when falling and staying asleep for at least 8 hours each night were both effortless. Why risk the addiction of prescription sleeping pills when you can make your own sleep tea from this plant? I usually drink it before bed and then doze off soon after, while I'm reading or watching TV. You could not wake me up easily. My kids have tried a few times. Now, if your bout of insomnia is of the more serious nature or you're suffering from PTSD, just turn California poppy into a more concentrated sleep tincture. That should do it. Quick backyard remedy. Gather any of these, leaves, flowers, or stems. Cut finely, add to a cup or pot, and pour hot water. Let it steep for about 10 minutes. Drink warm just before bed for deep, uninterrupted, and restful sleep that night. Garden uses. With extremely high levels of pollen production, the poppy is an important food source for beneficial insects. It also needs very little water, so the other plants will get more. Recipes in the brochure. Deep sleep tincture, analgesic salve, sleep tea blend, California poppy decoction for head lice, California poppy vinegar, California poppy infusion. Marshmallow, the most powerful plant for a healthy digestive system. When most people hear marshmallow, they tend to picture the white fluffy treat commonly roasted over a campfire. Traditionally, these were made from the root of the marshmallow plant, a powerful medicinal herb that you'll want to grow yourself at home. Its leaves and root are antibacterial, and most importantly, they contain a sap-like substance called mucilage. As the marshmallow mucilage goes down through your digestive tract, it will coat your stomach, intestines, and colon with an additional protective layer, soothing inflammation it finds along the way. That's why this tea also helps people with stomach ulcers and digestive disorders, such as heartburn, indigestion, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, or Crohn's disease. Quick backyard remedy. Pull out a few marshmallow roots, wash off the dirt, and add them to a glass jar or cup. Cover with ice-cold water and let the mucilage extract for a few hours. Drink for a soothing and restorative effect all along your digestive tract, from mouth to colon. Garden uses. Painted lady butterflies are attracted to it, and native pollinators cover its blossoms all summer long. Recipes in the brochure. Cold root infusion for heartburn and reflux, stomach tea, marshmallow poultice for skin repair, decoction for stubborn coughs, throat syrup, marshmallow salve. Chamomile, the natural antibiotic. My grandmother used to grow chamomile in her garden. She would pick the flowers in early autumn, dry them on old newspapers, and store them in mason jars. She saw this plant as a real heal-all. If I'd get pinky, she'd put a warm compress dipped in chamomile tea over my irritated eyes. If my stomach hurt, she'd make me drink the tea, and I'd soon start to feel better. It's very soothing, and it helps relax your digestive muscles. You can also use this plant to make your own chamomile oil, which is still probably one of the best natural skin remedies out there. Researchers believe that's because chamomile oil can penetrate even the deep layers of your skin, where true healing takes place. Quick backyard remedy. Take a handful of dried or fresh chamomile leaves and add them to a warm bath. Step inside to relax your entire body, especially sore muscles and aching joints. Garden uses. Chamomile is known as the gardener's doctor as it has the power to heal and enhance the growth of the plants around it. Recipes in the brochure. Chamomile compresses for irritated eyes, stomach tea, infused chamomile oil for wounds and skin ulcers, chamomile tincture for sciatica and rheumatic pain, eczema salve, chamomile sitz bath for hemorrhoids. Evening primrose, a natural remedy for skin and nerves. This plant is called evening primrose because its flowers open at sunset. Each bloom lasts for only one night. Our forefathers would use it to make a poultice for bruises, wounds, and skin eruptions. Turns out they were right. This plant contains two substances our skin needs but cannot produce on its own. They're also very important for the membranes of nerve cells, and that's probably why more and more people with unresolved nerve pain are turning to this plant. Evening primrose can also help to balance out hormone levels. If you ever feel like you're constantly fatigued, you gain weight inexplicably, or you're simply unable to tolerate hot or cold temperatures like you used to, then you might be dealing with a hormonal imbalance. Quick backyard remedy. Grab a leaf or root of the plant and crush it to make a poultice. Apply it directly to a wound or skin rash to promote healing. Garden uses. This plant provides food and attracts numerous species of hawk moths, which tend to move pollen farther than bees or birds, as well as butterflies and bumblebees. Recipes in the brochure. Infused evening primrose oil for skin and nerves, anti-bruise poultice of Native Americans, evening primrose tea for digestive issues and mood swings, revitalizing body balm, lung tonic, cough and sore throat mixture, cold-pressed seed oil. Lavender, the perennial anti-inflammatory herb. You're probably familiar with how this aromatic plant can keep moths from dining on your winter wardrobe. But if you use it medicinally, it can offer so much more. A recent double-blind study concluded that lavender oil cuts down anxiety to the same extent as taking a 0.5 mg daily dose of lorazepam, a popular anxiety drug. A lavender tincture used alongside a regular antidepressant can help you recover from mild to moderate depression a lot faster and lower the chance for a relapse. And if you just rub a few drops of lavender oil on your scalp every day, it will improve blood flow, strengthen hair follicles, and even help with lost hair. That and the divine scent it has is why I like to mix it with my shampoo. Quick backyard remedy. Gather some fresh lavender from your garden and put it in a small herb pouch. Place the pouch inside your sleeping pillow or under your mattress. It will ward off mosquitoes and other insects and help you fall asleep faster. Garden uses. Just as it banishes bugs from your closet, it also banishes pests from the garden. It's also one of the best companion plants out there, helping many others reach their full potential. It attracts many species of butterflies, including painted ladies, woodland skippers, and tiger swallowtails. Recipes in the brochure. Lavender sleep tincture. Lavender tea for anxiety. Lavender oil for fungal infections, acne, dry and blotchy skin, and psoriasis. Lavender hair mask. Lavender salve for chapped lips, cracked cuticles, rough elbows, and feet. Chinacea, the most powerful immunity plant you should grow. When it comes to our health, the immune system is king. A strong one might save you even if you're very sick and have no medicines available. A weak immune system might not, even if you have all the best medicines and doctors by your side. There's no better plant for taking care of your immune system than Chinacea. But don't make the mistake of thinking that supplements bought at the health store can even compare with the natural medicines you can make from organic plants you grow yourself. That's true for all plants but especially for Chinacea, which has fallen prey to its own popularity. It is one of the most counterfeited natural supplements out there. So why risk a bad batch that will do little more than a placebo? Better to grow your own patch. Quick backyard remedy. Dig up some chinacea roots and slice them rather thinly. Put them in a pot with water and let everything simmer for 30 minutes. Drink hot for an immune boost at the first sign of a cold or any other illness. Garden uses. Chinacea helps keep plants moist and prevents weeds from spreading and taking over your backyard pharmacy. Recipes in the brochure. Immune-stimulating Chinacea tincture, antiseptic mouthwash, Chinacea tisane, Chinacea oil for inflammation, anti-germ skin salve, root decoction for pains and aches. Calendula, the herb you need to keep close during dark times. Before I ever came across calendula in my natural practice, I had heard about it from my grandfather. He was always working around the house, tinkering on his projects, and one day he accidentally cut his leg to the bone. Stubborn as he was, he refused to go see a doctor. He tied it with a thick cloth and just poured my grandmother's calendula extract on it each time he would dress the wound. Believe it or not, it healed in weeks. I later found out about other uses for this powerful backyard helper. I make a calendula salve to speed up healing and minimize scarring for wounds, scrapes, cuts, sores, burns, and scalds, and to deal with all manner of rashes or insect bites. As a tea, calendula does something really unique and important. It moves lymphatic fluid and cleanses your lymphatic system from the mucky remnants of old infections and the metabolic waste we all accumulate over time. This is absolutely vital for continued good health and something no modern drug does, to the best of my knowledge. Quick backyard remedy. During the Civil War, calendula flowers were packed directly into open wounds, and they were used by surgeons when dressing wounds to promote healing and prevent infection. Garden uses. Calendula helps repel insect pests and benefits the soil by forming active relationships with soil fungi. Recipes in the brochure. Calendula flower infused oil for most skin problems, calendula salve to rub over wounds and scars, calendula soak for itches and rashes, calendula tea for sore throat and mouth ulcers, calming calendula spray for burns, tea for irritated eyes and stomach, protective skin lotion, calendula extract for skin ulcers and eczema, anti-inflammatory ice. Feverfew, nature's aspirin for fevers and migraines. With feverfew in your backyard, you'll always have a way to deal with a cold, lower a fever, or fight off migraines. This plant is a powerful anti-inflammatory, and people have used it to deal with inflamed and painful joints. Panthenolid seems to be the plant compound responsible for its medicinal power. The highest concentration of panthenolid is found in the flower heads and leaves, so the easiest way to use this plant is to chew them raw so they release the panthenolid flowing inside. But it is not the most effective. In the brochure, I'll show you exactly how to make the anti-migraine tincture from your backyard feverfew. A few drops in your coffee or tea should be enough for some headaches as well. You'll also see how an extract from feverfew flowers can prove a potent pain reliever for articular and neuropathic pain. Quick backyard remedy. Chew some of its leaves raw whenever you have a fever or feel a migraine attack is about to strike. Garden uses. Feverfew repels pests, hides other plants from them, and also attracts beneficial insects such as hoverflies and tachinid flies to your garden. Recipes in the brochure. Oil for inflamed joints, natural insect repellent, anti-migraine tincture, salve for eczema, rosacea and acne, feverfew tincture, feverfew febrifuge tea, feverfew compress for bruised skin. What you'll find in your medicinal garden kit. Inside your medicinal garden kit, you'll find 10 smaller packages with each type of seed. In total you'll get 2,409 high-quality seeds packaged right here in the US. Even if you've never planted anything before, you'll have no trouble growing these 10 plants. You will find details on how to plant, grow, and harvest each one in the free medicinal guide you'll receive with your medicinal garden kit. You cannot find these 10 seeds in one package anywhere else. Before I made it, I had been looking for something like this for a long time. And I would have been willing to pay a lot for it. Just think about how much money you spend at the pharmacy. The average American spends $1,742 each year. I think your new backyard pharmacy will save you at least a few hundreds of those dollars. That's what I call a good investment. But that doesn't even matter, because you are investing in something much more important, your health. If you want to treat yourself naturally, then this is the medicinal garden you want to have in your backyard. Don't take your health for granted like I did. Do not wait for it to deteriorate to do something about it. One day it might be too late. Click on the button below now to get this amazing medicinal garden in your backyard and start taking care of your health naturally. Planting a medicinal herb garden will open a new exciting chapter in your life as you discover the healing power of plants. But even so, if you don't want to plant them now, for any reason, you can keep the seeds for when you feel the time is right. I know a few people who grabbed 3 medicinal garden kits each, just to store them in case of a crisis that affects our medical system and the pharmaceutical chains. These medicinal garden kits are perfect for people who want to be more self-reliant and for those who are preparing for the worst of times. With your medicinal garden kit, you'll always have one reliable, safe, and completely free natural alternative within easy reach. All these healing plants are good companions for vegetables and fruit trees, but you can also plant them in the front yard as they are very beautiful. Most of the medicinal herbs found in the kit are perennials that die in the winter and re-emerge in the spring, or self-seeding annuals that become well established after the first year. I wish you the best on your journey to natural health, so your medicinal garden will keep coming back year after year, without having to replant it. With the kit you are purchasing a lifelong backyard pharmacy. And because I have such faith in the medicinal garden kit, it comes with a full 365 days money-back guarantee. But my guess is you'll never want a refund, because these seeds and the 10 plants they create will end up saving you a lot more money in the long run than what you're paying for them today. So, click on the link below to get your medicinal garden kit, risk-free. I wish you the best on your journey to natural health.